of the French line flagship SS Normandie is a tale of national pride and intense international competition, of unrivaled glamour and technical prowess, of the crowning culmination and rapid demise of the golden age of luxury ocean liners. Normandie's all-too-brief career is charged with glory, glamour, and tragedy. She is a tangible metaphor, a mirror reflecting human determination, spectacular achievement, folly, and resilience. Normandie is built and launched in the face of a worldwide depression. She enjoys a brief, brilliant life that is abruptly overtaken by devastating winds of war, and she is lost, a victim of arrogance and greed. But there is a redeeming sequel, a final chapter, a triumph of historic preservation due to one man's commitment to restoration and education. That achievement is presented here. John Miottel Jr. has devoted more than 2 decades to gathering memorabilia, artifacts, and remnants of the history of the ocean liner of the century, SS Normandie. John has created a museum full of treasures that allows us a breathtaking retrospective view of the spectacular experience that was SS Normandie. Interacting with the priceless mementos of the magnificent Queen of the Seas and other fabulous artifacts of her era provides us a fascinating glimpse of the tumultuous milieu in which Normandie was born, flourished, and vanished.
The SS Normandie was launched at Saint-Nazaire the 29th of October 1932. Upon completion, she was one of the largest and fastest liners afloat. Her general characteristics were length overall 1,029 feet, beam 119 feet, gross tonnage 79,280, displacement 65,000 tons, speed 30 knots, horsepower 160,000. The ship's main propulsion plant was turbo-electric drive through 4 screws. 29 boilers furnished the steam for the turbines. The immense size of the vessel can be visualized when it's realized that any one of the 3 funnels was large enough to hold a Holland tunnel.
SS Normandie arrives in New York, sets new transatlantic speed record. French are proud recipients of coveted Blue Riband trophy.
We forgot the Depression, and all New York turned out to meet her for the first time. It was the coming out party of a mechanical princess, and you'd have thought she was a world-famed hero instead of a machine. She had crossed the peaceful ocean in 4 days, 3 hours, and 2 minutes. She was the fastest thing that ever floated on water. While radio networks broadcast her arrival over the nation, everything in the North River that could hoot or toot or whistle went into action. Johnny Sarg's overgrown Mickey Mouse floated along in the wind. The fireboats tried to turn the harbor into one great fountain for her. And they actually draped her American pier with flowers and streamers of silk. France Afloat, she was called. The France that in our minds stood for crystal flagons of perfume and $200 dresses and dry champagne. The France that would never have to grow serious again.
If you turn me down once more, I'll join the French Foreign Legion. Bet you they would welcome me with open arms. First you love me, yes, then you love me, no, I don't know where I stand. Do we march together down the aisle, or do I march that desert sand? If you think I won't find romance in the French Foreign Legion, think about that uniform with all its charm. Just one more time, are you gonna be mine? Or au revoir, chérie? It's the French Foreign Legion for me. Now if you think I won't find romance in the French Foreign Legion.
Hollywood never called for a movie set as enormous and impressive as her lounge. In the main dining salon, 700 persons could feast at one time. The latest movies were shown every night in her theater. You could swim inside in the indoor pool. If you liked art, the greatest painters had done the murals that glittered everywhere. And you could kneel to pray in the magnificent chapel. In the vast shining kitchens, 189 chefs prepared your meals. The stoves were 56 feet long. More than 500,000 pounds of food were stored in the refrigerators. 21,000 bottles of champagne and 30-year-old bourbon and 18-year-old scotch and 60-year-old brandy were stored in her wine cellars. 4,000 pounds of fresh caviar were carried on every voyage. And it was the boast of the chefs that no dish ever invented anywhere on the earth could not be prepared and served to you if you desired it. Even the dogs were provided with a menu. Grilled French lamb chops, chicken liver patties. birds lounging sleepily on the sun deck, the swimming pools of crystal water, ping pong if you are full of pep, wireless telephones to any office on the globe, and special decks of toys and games just for your children. And finally, and at night, the lovers standing close together by the rail, and the wind blowing in their hair, and the old romantic words spoken out to the sea.
All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I want to lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. Oh, how can I go on, dear, without you? You took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me?
Independence Day, and on July the 4th, the Normandie brings back to England Joseph Kennedy, the American ambassador. With him come Joseph Jr., aged 22, and John, aged 21. The clan Kennedy, in fact, is assembled, and all 9 children are now in England. Mr. Kennedy would not take responsibility for Wall Street's boom, but Sonia Henney, who travelled on the same ship, is largely responsible for the boom in skating rinks, and proud of it. The charming little film star smiled as radiantly as ever.
I'm looking forward to my holidays over here, and I'm returning to Hollywood again in September.
On her second trip, Normandie's huge sun deck provides an ideal stage for a dancing chorus, a lively salute from the big city.
August 1939, New York. SS Normandie makes final crossing. U.S. government interns glamorous liner at Pier 88.
Party was over. Out from the steel shell came the silver and the gold, the crystal and the polished woods. The lady was now prepared to work for her living. So the Normandie was forgotten, because Americans now faced the tragic business of war. And yet one night they looked up and saw a stunning sight.
The one-time luxury liner Normandie afire at her Midtown Manhattan pier. As the 3 top decks go up in smoke, 200 of the 1,500 workmen, converting her into the Navy Auxiliary Lafayette, are trapped aboard. Fire engines and fireboats battle to bring the blaze under control.
Like the nation that gave her birth, the Normandie was gone. She was lost in the darkness of bitter ill luck and tragic error.
In my solitude, with reveries of days gone by. In my solitude, you taunt me with memories that never die. Yes, I sit in my chair, I'm filled with despair. There's no one could be so sad. With gloom everywhere, I sit and I stare. I know that I'll soon go mad in my solitude. I'm praying, dear Lord above, oh yes, send back my love.
In San Francisco, John Miottel boasts one of the most extensive private collections from the Normandie in the world.
I have a collection that extends from postage stamps to furniture, just about every kind of artifact you can think of in connection with ocean liners, except perhaps the liner itself. You sit in a chair from the Normandie, it well may be that Fred Astaire or Marlene Dietrich may have been in that same chair.
Probably the most evocative piece that I have is a gold-plated brass replica of the doors that led to the dining room from a great hall of the Normandie. The doors were apparently scrapped, and someone retrieved them, and they're on a church in Brooklyn Heights, and you can go and see them.
mer qu'on voit danser le long des golfes clairs a des reflets d'argent, la mer, des reflets changeants sous la pluie. La mer au ciel d'été confond ses blancs moutons avec les anges si purs. La mer, bergère d'azur infinie. Voyez, près des étangs, ces grands roseaux mouillés. Voyez, ces oiseaux blancs et ces maisons rouillées. La mer les a bercés le long des golfes clairs et d'une chanson d'amour. La mer a bercé mon cœur pour la vie. La mer qu'on va danser le long des golfes clairs a des reflets d'argent. La mer